What's going on, Morning Fanatics? I'm Albert Torres, and you're watching another episode of the Morning Fanatic podcast. I'm back home, but you know what? We're still here, or not here at my home, but we're still here with the filthy Texican, Carlos Gonzalez. What's going on, man?
Not much, brother. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Came back from Dallas. Fun trip. We'll have a video up for you guys there. But before we get into anything, Carlos, do your thing.
Guys, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know who we should talk about. Let us know who we should continue hating on, or who we should stop hating on.
All right, thank you, Carlos. And yeah, man, we just came off some good W's from both of our teams. Just finished watching them. Good win by the Mavs versus the Utah Jazz, the young up-and-coming Jazz. Está bien. You guys chilling.
Good closeout. They were down the whole game.
And my Cavs just beat the reigning, defending. Feel like Paul Heyman.
Second time?
Eastern Conference. Time? Yeah, Eastern Conference champs in, what was it? When did I get to your house? Friday?
Last week, yeah. So that's twice in a week.
Yeah, technically. Twice in a week, both in overtime.
And Garland was back?
Yeah, Garland was balling. 29 points, 12 assists.
Nice.
I like that. You like that?
I like what I saw from Christian Wood today. He's playing really good.
Yeah, fresh off a shoe contract. Can't remember if it was Nike or Adidas or whatever, but
Adidas.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, let's get started. We're going to be doing our NFL topics today. And, we're going to start off with them boys. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Chicago Bears 49-29 this Sunday. Tony Pollard more than filled in for injured Ezekiel Elliott in his fourth career start, running for 131 yards and a career-high 3 touchdowns. Dak Prescott had a very efficient day as well, going 21 of 27 for 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, and ran one in. What impressed you the most from this explosive win, Carlos?
Just the fact that it was all touchdowns at their tempo. We're not going to be denied. And Tony Pollard, man, he's just showing me that he's the number one right now. And as long as the formula stays, I believe the Giants will eventually crack, and it should be a battle between us and the Eagles towards the end. But man, that Eagles offensive line is just giving Hurts all the time he wants in the pocket, and it's just allowing Philly to be pretty wild with their offense.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree, Carlos. And, what impressed me the most was that so much that I was complaining about the Dallas Cowboys being inefficient on third down. They were 6 for 6 going into the half, and we scored a touchdown on our first 4 drives. So I was really happy about that. Dak had that 7-yard touchdown as we were coming in. He threw a 21-yarder to Lamb, 18-yard rush by Pollard, and that 1 touchdown yard to Ferguson, just like a little dump there. So I'm really excited from what I saw, but I feel that this is going to be a matter of consistency for the Cowboys. Can they stay this consistent? And I don't know, man. We came off slow at the beginning. Maybe this is what the doctor ordered when we were talking about the Lions. Maybe this was it. Maybe this game was it, where we wake up and we play a complete game.
You know what I was just considering, though, for the Bears? Didn't they just trade away a really good linebacker or a really good player?
I believe they traded him after the Cowboys game, because the trade deadline was Tuesday.
I thought that happened before, during the middle of the week.
Because there was a couple of people that went out. They've traded 2, I believe, or got 1. No, they got Claypool.
Yeah, they acquired Claypool. Let me see. Trade. Raekwon Smith.
Linebacker, I believe it was, right? I'm not sure
Yep.
if that was after or before, but I don't think that would have mattered just because how
Well,
explosive the
yeah, it was
Cowboys were
seven.
playing.
It was 7 touchdowns. He's not stopping 7 touchdowns, but I get what you're saying. I don't know. I could have swore I saw that in the middle of the week, but maybe not.
It could have been a couple of trades happened. You know, the Cowboys got that nose tackle who was supposed to be stopping the run, and oh yeah, going to what I also wanted to say. One thing that I was disappointed on, which that nose tackle was supposed to help stop or get better, was the Cowboys still allowed 240 rushing yards. Man, they still allowed that. That's not good. We're not going to win many games. Luckily, our offense was able to pick us up on defense, which is one of the first few times.
Right.
But that's the only reason
Do you
why.
think it was because of Fields' dynamic running, or just because I mean the running back was running it up the gut for a minute too.
It's because I feel that the Cowboys, with those read options, they struggle. And but yeah, Fields is one of those. And I don't know, the running game is just something that Cowboys can't stop. They can match up pretty well in the passing game. They rush the quarterback, but for some reason, they just can't stop those
Up the
gaps.
run.
Yeah, they can't fill up
Okay.
those gaps and
Hmm.
stop the run. But that's going to be something that the Cowboys are going to have to correct. I believe that's the only weak link in their defense.
Yeah, I would have to agree because other than that, like you mentioned, like Diggs is covering deep balls and the passing game can't be there because we're getting to the quarterback. It's just trying to be a little bit more disciplined for the running game and just avoid big days for the running backs on the opposing team.
Exactly, man. Well, yeah. Any last thoughts on our topic on the game that we attended?
Hey,
What
it's
was
a
the atmosphere?
great great way to go into a bye. Just off a blowout win, everybody hype, everybody in good spirits, rest up, heal injuries, and
Yeah, Dak got stepped on, and that's why I remember when we were there at the game that we were looking at the jumbotron. We're like, oh man, his pants are super bloody, and he ended up getting
he got
fucking
stepped on.
stepped on. So with a cleat.
I do recall we saw some blood on his leg. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn,
so
that
it's
sucks.
just his luck, man. I know, right? Just his right thumb got fixed, and getting his fucking left
Do we
one
know if
stepped
it's the
on.
same hand?
No, it's the left hand. It was the left
Oh,
hand that.
okay.
So thankfully, yeah, nah, he would have been screwed more than likely, or they would have made a bigger.
Bigger issue out of it, more highlighted about it. Yeah, for sure.
Right. But yeah, all right, man. So let's move on to our next topic. It was a record setting NFL trade deadline with 12 players being traded. That's the most on deadline day ever. What did you think of the moves or moves that were not made by teams?
Think this was a very quiet trade deadline. I mean, yeah, literally I found out about Claypool just now. Like just now that you mentioned it, I had no idea. Uh, I wonder why the Steelers did that. What did they get in return?
The Steelers, I'm not sure what they ended up getting, but
Okay.
they
Yeah, that was kind of random. I literally just saw
I
it on
think it was
the.
one of the picks that they might have gotten to, I guess, help Fields with more weapons on
I
there.
I thought the Packers would do something, man, because I mean, Rodgers definitely needs help, and it just seems like they're going to let it ride. Um,
Yeah, let's ride.
but yeah, as far as letting it ride, definitely not in Denver. Do not let him drive anymore.
I mean, you
Um,
you know what? I don't know if it was very quiet because the most players did get traded ever on the trade deadline, which is 12. But it's not like the NBA where there's just like maybe
were they
three
what's the biggest name?
three
Claypool?
team trades. No, there was Liam
Smith
Hines, which was gonna be my.
or
Uh,
McCaffrey?
well, that was before. It wasn't like trade deadline. This is just
Oh, okay.
like
We're talking specifically the day of.
yeah,
Gotcha.
the day of, and I'll go with what I thought was like the biggest move, I believe, is the Buffalo Colts obtaining Neum Hines from the Indianapolis Colts, and the Colts received running back Zach Moss and a conditional 6th round pick that could potentially be a 5th round pick. But I believe that this is big for Buffalo. Sure, they wanted to maybe get either Saquon. That wasn't going to happen, though. But they also wanted to try and get McCaffrey. And just the 49ers had the best capital that they could give back. And this is going to be pretty good, man, because they still get a dynamic running back as far as being able to run and being able to catch the ball. So since 2018, the most receiving yards by a running back has been Austin Eckler, but Nyheim Hines is number 5 with 1,725 yards of passing. So that's going to be another weapon that they're going to add for Josh Allen. And I don't know, man. I think this was the biggest move. One thing that I was disappointed, though, was that the Cowboys didn't make any moves. Pinche Jerry was saying that, like, no, yeah, I'm willing to make the right move, make the right trade. And nothing happened. Puro cico. He always ends up doing that shit.
I think he likes the cohesiveness, and there's no need to move any parts around if everything's going well, which I am okay with. There's also no need to like overanalyze and like reinvent the wheel. Just keep trucking, man, and stay healthy.
But I mean, you could get a little bit better. Like one thing
at every position for sure. There's opportunities to improve everywhere, always. But come on, man, like just let this operation go for longer. I
right,
can never understand the
but
urgency or the like need to
but
make a splash.
it's not like the NBA where you're gonna have to give up like chingos of 1st round picks or whatever. Some of these guys, you see
You can get
McCaffrey,
them, yeah, you can get them for nothing. I get what you're saying. Like you
almost
should be
for
more, yeah, you should be more
aggressive.
yeah, or like at least inclined to trade or like interested in trading. But I can also
Right.
see why he passed this year.
Well, I think if there was one thing, receiver potentially, but our receivers, I think we're pretty good. Maybe we could get better, but CD Lamb and Gallup are our 2 main guys. Maybe adding an additional one would have been better. But I think, I don't know if you've thought of this before or you've heard it around. I can't remember where I heard this, but adding another potential like shutdown corner next to Trayvon Diggs would be something that is intriguing. William Jackson the third. William Jackson the third from the Commanders didn't want to be there anymore, and I can't remember who traded for him. Somebody traded for him.
They got him out.
Yeah, they got him out of there, and I was like, I mean, what are the chances that the Commanders are gonna trade with a division rival? But the Lions just did with the Vikings, getting the tight end, Hawkinson.
That's because they're the Lions.
Well, yeah, but another one would have been Stephon Gilmore from the Colts. They're not doing well. He is like about 32 years old.
The Colts have been very disappointing. They had the leading running back last season. They went and got Matty Ice.
No, they got Matt Ryan. They didn't get Matty Ice. That dude's long gone.
Just to watch him cool off. Damn, Napa still pay me.
We'll see. That is true. But yeah, any other thoughts, Carlos?
No, let's keep it moving.
Nothing else. Let's keep it moving. So the 49ers have not lost to the Rams in the regular season in 4 years. That's an 8-game winning streak that they completed on Sunday, winning 31-14. McCaffrey ran, caught, and threw a touchdown, something that hadn't been done since 2005 by Chargers' LaDainian Tomlinson. Are the 49ers now the team to beat in the NFC, Carlos?
I mean, they better get online because I feel like there's quite a few heavy hitters. The Eagles aren't going away because they haven't lost a damn game, and the Giants have the same record we do. The Niners have a scary defense. Seattle feels like they can just fucking get pretty potent too. I mean, I don't think the NFC is pretty decided or it's X teams to lose. I feel like it's going to be who gets hot at the end, who stays healthy. We're not even going to talk about trades because definitely the 49ers won the trade the trade game if that's what you're inclining.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't say they're the team to beat. No, they're up there. They're definitely a contender. They're gonna be there at the end.
So for you, it's the Eagles, the team to beat in the NFC, or
Fuck, man, I hate talking about this motherfucking team, but I'm also realistic and attempting to be unbiased here, and I haven't seen an actual flaw to where be like, oh yeah, we just need to find the team that exposes that, and that's the formula. I
so
just,
McCaffrey didn't move that needle over the
I'll put them behind, like I'll put them top four, like they're gonna win their division.
like a bumper size win on a quarter mile or what?
I just, I don't know, like. Until I see anything shaky from the Eagles, I can't I I I can't hand off their realm as much as I'm ready to. But I'm ready for us to face them. That's the after those two games es cuando se pone bueno todo.
We'll see. And you know what? I agree. I don't think the 49ers are the team to beat in the NFC, but it's a pretty close one. Like you said, I think that the Eagles are, unfortunately. Me too. I hate talking about our division rivals, but the Eagles are the team to beat in the NFC right now. And I really like it that there's no powerhouse team that like, oh man, this one's, this is the
There's no
favorite.
point in playing, yeah, like a rundown. There's the dominant team. Like I
Right.
feel like in the AFC, it's Bills and Chiefs, but I don't know. I feel like even over there, there's still a couple teams that could sneak in and be like, "Hey, you forgot about us," and then they
Yeah.
just
That's what I love about
chalk
the
everything up.
NFL. That's what I love about the NFL. Just get into the
Any
playoffs, any
any given
team.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's just one game that you need. And my reason for the Eagles for being that team to beat is that they're they're tied for first in takeaways, man. I thought they were just
Defense,
first, right? The defense, they have 16 takeaways, and they're the third best ranked defense in yards allowed, which is 298 per game. They're the first offense with the least giveaways. They've only given the ball away twice, and those are interceptions. And they're the third best offense in total yards with 395, basically 400 yards. They don't give away the ball. They take away the ball. And the 49ers,
week 8, week 9.
yeah, week 9. And the
It's no
49ers,
it's no longer a fluke. They're
yeah,
solid.
they're for real. So that's what I think. And look at the 49ers. Sure, they can stop the run. They're number one. They only allow 86.6 yards per game.
We know where
But
the flaws at.
right, well, no, they can stop the run. So that's actually a strength
I don't know. We
for
know
the.
we know where the flaws start for the 49ers.
Oh, Jimmy G.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
didn't have to say it. I just
but
had to
well,
highlight the question.
yeah, that is true. But I feel that like the 49ers, it's their defense that's the heart and soul. So check this out. Sure, their defense is good, but they're 20th in takeaways. So they don't take the ball away that much. And like you said,
Are they
Jimmy
a goal
G.
line team?
I'm not
More of a
sure.
goal line team?
I'm not sure about their red zone takeaway, but yeah, they're certainly don't bend or don't break, but bend.
Bend, but don't break team.
Right.
Gotcha. They'll allow
And
field goals, but they're not gonna let you get in the end zone.
and like you said about Jimmy G, they're tied for the fourth most giveaways in the league. So it's 12, and most of those have been interceptions. A little bit of mixture of fumbles.
You think they'll just hand it off a lot more, or they'll just get real creative with the game with the trickery to where it's like, oh well, we don't know what they're doing, and then Jimmy G just gets easier throws because of how wild it looks.
I feel that they shouldn't go away or try to be too um like too creative. Sometimes it's what happens with us with Killen Moore. He'll be doing pinche double reverses and we lose fucking 10 yards on the play. Flea flicker that doesn't fucking work.
Shanahan?
So I mean, they did have a little bit of trickery in there, but you can't really go and do that every week. And well,
They're playing McCaffrey and Samuel like together, right?
yeah,
I didn't get to watch any of that game.
well, no, we were in the same boat. We didn't get to watch most of the game since we were at the
Th-
Cowboys game.
This is his second full game with the team, right?
I think it's
Because
his
he played
first.
literally like 3 days after being
Right.
acquired by the team.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well, complete week. His first
this
complete
would be
week.
his second game, first complete week with the team. Okay, gotcha.
Right. And really, like, I don't think you want McCaffrey throwing the ball. You want him running it and pounding it. So I don't think that's gonna happen a
Right,
lot.
that's not, yeah, no, maybe, well, fuck, you don't want Samuel throwing it either. I don't know, man. I feel like they might just try whatever with Jimmy,
Yeah,
but
but that's gonna be the thing with the 49ers that, like, hey, they can attack you from many
from all the
points.
sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from many points, but their defense can't take the ball away. So as long as the other team
The
keeps
other team
going
is
and pounding and
intent to,
going, they're not gonna take the ball away that much.
plus
So
it
I
depends
feel
on
where I
it depends
feel
on the opponent.
I feel that's where the Cowboys can take advantage if they do end up meeting either the Eagles or the 49ers at some point in the playoffs. The Cowboys have that powerful offense that can just pop off at any time. It's just gonna be, will it? We just don't know. But all right, man. Well, let's move on to our last topic. It's gonna be our NFL picks. We're missing our third guy.
Next time.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
convenient.
missing. Yeah,
Convenient nap
very
time.
convenient. Very convenient that our guy just stayed asleep. We need to put an alarm for Joey, man.
We even told him to set an alarm. No excuse.
No excuse, Joey. We should put that meme of Kobe.
No, no, no. I was about to, oh, that one works too, but I was literally about to say insert Game of Thrones shame memes right here.
Oh yeah, shame.
Shame.
Yeah, but all right, man. Well, last week we had an identical picks that we made, and we both went 4-1. We both went 4-1, man. We just lost that Monday nighter. I almost went undefeated again, perfect for the second time this season. But the damn Bengals.
That leaves me down one, right?
Yeah, still leaves you down one. So we both went 4-1. Joey went 2 for 3. So it puts me still in first place at 25, 13-1. It puts you at 24, 14-1. And then Joey, 16, 19-1. I mean, maybe we can squeeze in his picks and put it right on the comments down below so that way he can continue to be here. But
Joey's record? 16?
16, 19-1, below 500. Maybe he's...
Wait, but he was already 19 losses before. He didn't get any this week?
Was he 19? I might have just maybe missed it then. So it should be 22.
Right. I was about to say he already had 19.
Oh, thank you for that quality control there, Carlos.
I was about to say, I literally just pulled up my note right now so I could change it, and I was going through all of ours, and you said 19 again. I'm like, he had to have taken more L's this week.
Wow. Yeah, no, well, good thing.
Assuming last week's tally was right, I had 19 on my files.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. I most likely... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at my notes right now, too, like my written down notes that I was making.
I think you only gave him the wins, but you didn't account for his losses.
I didn't account for the losses.
Gotta highlight those, culero.
Yeah, gotta get those. But, all right, Carlos, well, we got Thursday night football, Eagles at Texans, and I'm going to go, unfortunately, with the Fly Eagles Fly.
Same pick. I won't even say it.
Yeah. I mean, the Texans are second to last on yards allowed, so this could get
I think they're trying to get Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, man. Maybe if he could play football. But, yeah, and this next one, since the Cowboys are out, man, and the Texans were already picked for Thursday night.
Oh, I have a suggestion. Oh, which one are you going to go with?
Well, let's do these two, and then we'll add yours on here, so that way we could have 6 picks.
Okay, that sounds good.
So I'm going with Seahawks at Cardinals.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Battle
go.
of the Birds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. They ranked 4th in points per game at 26.3. They've won 4 of the last 5 games that they've played. The Cardinals are in a bit of a slump. I've won 2 of the last 3. I mean, 2 of the last 5. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
I think the Cardinals have to bounce back, and I think Kyler Murray didn't put in that many hours on Modern Warfare this week. So I'm gonna go Cardinals.
Cardinals. All right. So next game, we'll have Rams at Bucks. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. They don't turn the ball over that much. They've only or Tom Brady doesn't turn the ball over that much versus Matthew Stafford, who has been struggling a bit with that.
Yeah, the Rams are struggling.
And Tom Brady's only had one interception this year, so he's not turning it over. Two struggling teams. I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
I like the Bucks at home too.
And then, what suggestion did you have?
I had Battle of the Cats. Panthers at Bengals.
I'm gonna go with Bengals.
That one's too easy. It doesn't have to go that one. I was just a suggestion.
No. We can still add it. We can add it in there. We can do Bengals. Who were you picking?
I was also gonna go Bengals, but I was like, maybe that one was too easy. Now that I'm looking at the records, but
they've got that other quarterback. I can't remember, PJ something or P something.
Or scratch that. You want to go even Raiders versus Jaguars, 2-5, 2-6.
I did think about putting those.
Let's go with that one instead.
I'm gonna go Raiders.
Fuck it, to try and get a lead on you, I'll go Jaguars at home.
Sunday Night Football, we got Titans at Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Ooh, I got the Titans actually.
Ooh, at Arrowhead?
I know it's at Arrowhead, but
Ooh.
I feel like the Titans are starting to ramp up.
Yeah, I mean they're 5-2. I think they're both 5-2.
They started 0-2 and won their last 5, I think is what I heard. Don't quote me, but
King Henry.
Yeah, I think they're starting to ramp up, and they might be on upset city for Sunday.
All right, well, I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, well I said Chiefs, so let's go to Monday Night Football. Ravens at Saints. I'm gonna go with the Ravens, man. I said that the Ravens were gonna win that division before the season started on our podcast, so I gotta give my boy Lamar Jackson.
That's my guy. He's my favorite player, non-Cowboy player. I'm gonna go Ravens as well.
All right, well, those are our NFL picks. I feel we've got a little bit of variety there, Carlos, on some of these picks. So
yeah, I tried to steer away from at least one or two of your picks. I kind of wanted to lean Seahawks on that Battle of the Birds, but
you don't trust that.
No.
Kyler Murray's gonna be off that Modern Warfare.
Here's the thing. I just lost like 3 hours playing the goddamn campaign tonight, so there's definitely no way he's not playing. But I don't know. I have a feeling Cardinals need a bounce back game.
All right, well, all right, man. Those are our picks. That's our NFL podcast for today. It's been fun, guys. Don't forget, we're gonna put some content up for the Dallas trip and the Cowboys game that we attended. So don't forget to catch that. Carlos, any last words?
Go Mavs.
Go Cavs and the Cowboys. So for the Morning Fanatic, I'm Albert Torres. Carlos,
Text again.
We're out.